2016 has been a bunch of guys in WWE that had a breakout year, like AJ Styles, The Miz, Braun Strowman, a lot of guys. But along with that, there's been a bunch of guys on independents that came out of nowhere and just became like this massive superstar. Like Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. to say the least. But today I'm going to give you guys 5 of the next big breakout stars in 2017 on the independents. Number 5, Kenny Omega. Most people don't really consider New Japan as an independent, so that's why he's actually so low on this list. And along with the fact that this dude's probably going to be in WWE by the end of next year. Kenny Omega took over the Bullet Club this year when AJ Styles left, and now he's the leader of the Bullet Club, along with like the subgroup of the Bullet Club. It's like Disney, right? You got Pixar. This is the elite. I mean, everyone on this list has great matches, obviously. But along with that, like the dude's character is just like so combination-like. Raven meets Brian Pillman meets the intro and outro guy of like every Japanese cartoon.
Next time, it'll be me against you.
And Ash has been turned into a goat.
Much like we see like Shinsuke Nakamura come to NXT and he has like this broken English. Kenny basically speaks like broken Japanese over in Japan. Flip-flop. He's a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion and Intercontinental Champion. And he's the first non-American, I believe, to win the G1 Climax, which is basically like a big single elimination tournament. Kind of like the Cruiserweight Classic or the UK tournament. When I was trying to find more stuff about him earlier today, I found like this big article on Yahoo Sports about his next match at Wrestle Kingdom 11. If you don't know what Wrestle Kingdom is, it's basically like New Japan's WrestleMania. It's going to be on New Japan World, which is their version of the WWE Network for like $4.99. Let's try to say this guy's name. Kazuchika Okada. Let's just say Okada. Okada versus Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 11 for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which I'll probably end up watching, so if any New Japan fans are out there, I'm trying to make myself like an overall wrestling fan. Like I know everything. I won't be one of those super smart marks. And the way that looks, he's probably going to win the world title, and that way he can become like the biggest star in New Japan right now. Kind of like AJ Styles. Also, he's one of those special guys to get like that 5-star rating for a match against Tatsuya Nakitu on August 13th, 2016. I watch Wrestle Kingdom and have absolutely no idea how to pronounce anybody's name. But if you ever get a chance, like go watch this guy. Just watch his promos, honestly. You don't even need to watch his matches because he's good. The dude's good, alright? There you go. But just watch his promos. He's like a really badass Dean Ambrose. So if you don't watch New Japan, just wait 1 year. He'll be on WWE. Not even NXT. Just main roster. Guarantee it. Number 4 is Jeff Cobb. He represented Guam in the 2004 Summer Olympics for freestyle wrestling, where he was like the flag bearer for them, which is like big honor. He made his pro wrestling debut in 2009 wrestling under AZW, and he was the heavyweight champion there twice. He's also known as Mr. Athletic because a man his size that's able to do the stuff that he's able to do that's mind-blowing. He also competed in the Battle of Los Angeles this year under PWG, where he lost to Ricochet in the first round. If you also don't know who he is, he also goes by Matanza. I think I said that correctly. Matanza Cuerto on Lucha Underground Wrestling, where he was the heavyweight champion there one time, and he's basically supposed to be like the brother of Dan Cuerto, who's like basically the champion of Lucha Underground. Even if he doesn't stay with Lucha Underground for the entire year, even though like over there he's having great matches. I've seen him wrestle for Evolve a couple times, and the dude, he's great. Let's compare him again. It's like Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens had like this really badass Hawaiian baby. I wouldn't say he would get signed to WWE this year. Earlier this year, they talked about having like this big wrestling stable where there's a bunch of guys who wrestled in college or the Olympics got together in WWE. It was supposed to be like Kurt Angle, Dolph Ziggler in American Alpha or something like that. Cobb yourself a spot. Next. Number 3, Mandy Leon. One of the biggest things in this year has been about the women's revolution, women's evolution. How the term diva is no longer accepted, and now they're called women's superstars or just superstars only. It wasn't just the 4 horsewomen that made women's wrestling something great again. Independent women not in WWE like Nixon Noel and Candice LeRae, Kimberly, and Mandy Leon are making people really look at women's wrestling again. I think she's only had about 2 to 3 years experience since leaving the Ring of Honor dojo, where if you're like a big Ring of Honor guy, she's always like the host on Inside ROH. It's basically a show that's equivalent to Talking Smack, where they recap the entire show. In July this year, Ring of Honor launched their first ever women's division called Women of Honor, and it's kind of clear that like they're really pushing Mandy to be like the face of their division. Also, I'm being a little biased putting her in this because I've met her about like 100 times. Her progression the past year has been almost outstanding. She's had matches against Mickie James, Gail Kim, tag team with Velvet Sky, a lot of really good quality matches. And recently she had a no disqualification match against Taylor Hendricks in Ring of Honor that ended in like Taylor giving her a tombstone like a pile of chairs. It's honestly amazing. You should really go watch it. But seeing her position in Ring of Honor right now, and along with how fast she's really progressing when it comes to her wrestling ability, I wouldn't be surprised if next year Ring of Honor debuts a Women of Honor Championship, and she's probably going to be the first champion. By the end of next year, she'll probably be the biggest women wrestler that's not in WWE at the moment, so keep your eyes locked and open. And she's hot. Number 2, Lio Rush.
What a frog splash!
That is a man that's had under 2 years experience in professional wrestling. Leo started training at MCW Pro Wrestling. He made his debut a couple years ago in a tag team called Sudden Impact, which was him and NXT superstar and former Tough Enough contestant Patrick Clark. He's currently with Ring of Honor right now on their main roster. Think about this. His debut match in Ring of Honor was during WrestleMania weekend at Supercard of Honor for the world title against Jay Lethal. Those kind of matches aren't just given to people that are alright. He got the opportunity for that match because he's a 2016 top prospect for Ring of Honor. He's had multiple appearances on CZW, winning their Wire Championship. He also has a documentary out right now by Kenny Johnson, who also does like the mini documentaries for Evolve Wrestling, which he also wrestles in every now and then. And to wrap all that up, while Adam Cole was on ESPN, like Adam Cole, baby, where they asked him about who's going to be the next biggest star in Ring of Honor because he's most likely leaving soon. And the number one guy he picked was Leo Rush because the dude's only 22 years old, only a year and a half in professional wrestling, and look at the flippy crap he's doing right now. And number 1, Marty Scurll. Let me read you this first paragraph on his Wikipedia page. Marty Scurll is an English professional wrestler currently signed to Ring of Honor ROH, where he's the ROH World Television Champion in his first reign. He also wrestled for the likes of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Total Nonstop Action, Progress Wrestling, ICW, Global Force Wrestling, Revolution Pro Wrestling, International Pro Wrestling, United Kingdom, All-Star Wrestling, Westside Extreme Wrestling, Combat Zone Wrestling, Preston City Wrestling, Dragon Gate UK, Frontier Wrestling, Alliance 1 Pro Wrestling, and Walt Culture Pro Wrestling. What can I say about this guy? I mean, he has like the most original gimmick I've ever seen. It's basically Sting meets Razor turned up and then meets Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I never thought I would see a dude that has a fade with a man bun with circular sunglasses and a fur coat talking about wrestling while holding an umbrella. Doesn't get more original than that. Also, his theme song is fun. I want you to type in Marty Scurll versus Will Ospreay or Ricochet. Whichever one pops up first, watch it. A very unique moveset that can start from brawling all the way down to grappling. Like seriously, I watched the match between him and Will Ospreay for Revolution Pro. Oh my god. Probably the best character on Independence right now. And yeah guys, that is the list. Hope you guys really enjoyed. But the audio in this video sounds a lot better because I have a Rogue mic sitting on top of this camera. If you're wearing headphones, I'm sorry. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Eva Marie. Also got this brand new vlog camera that if you flip this right here, you can see yourself vlogging the entire time. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and always subscribe. And we out.